it to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't know.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Murray. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Murray again. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss. Murray to air it out again. And that will
be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Recovered by the Cardinals.
Let's go, come on! I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spend more. I remember sleeping with my breath.
First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Murray. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Cardinal first down.
Murray now on first down. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, they'll set up the screen to Drake. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going for it. It's Murray. Then he's got Fitzgerald. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Murray again. This is Drake. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Drake. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Tackle there by Rashard Lawrence. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
1-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Watch the screen. Mike 48. Mike 48. Go 14. Take you to 48. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. You're not ready.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 25 yards that time.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
A final shot before half for Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Returnable for Dorsett. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now this throw caught left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 57 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football.
Onside kick recovered by the Cardinals.
first down, Drake. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Murray from midfield. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Shotgun now from Murray. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Carlos Dunlap just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the
now Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Carson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 27. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A pass underneath for Carson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hopkins. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give him 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Tonight's final score, Seahawks 22, Cardinals nothing.